Well, good morning everyone and welcome back. So today we are at my buddy Ben's place. You may remember Ben. We, at his old house, redid the sewer lead going into his house. I'll link that video up above. But yeah, he just purchased a new place, I don't know, about a month ago, month and a half, and the backyard needs a lot of work. So this is the current backyard situation. It is not level at all. Not really usable just because there's so much going on. So what we are going to do is, first of all, you can see he had a bunch of trees that have all been cut down. We're going to rip all these stumps out, take them back in the woods just behind the excavator there, and we're going to bury those. And then what we're going to start to do is balance this whole yard. So if you can see that corner over there of the house, that's the level that we're going to take, and we're just going to carry it all the way across. So this is going to be nice, flat, and level. And then we're going to take all of this dirt from this corner that's high, and we're going to take it out there in that corner, and we're going to build the yard up, and then we're going to make some retaining walls with all this block we got here. And so we will have a retaining wall where we cut this down. We're going to have a retaining wall that kind of sweeps out here in kind of an arc, and then in this corner back here, obviously we're going to need a pretty good sized retaining wall to hold that material in. So that is the plan for today. It's not just today. It's probably going to take 2 or 3 days to get all this knocked out. I'm going to have help later on tomorrow, I believe, is when I have help coming. Rick's going to bring his skid out, although we may not need it, depending on how today goes. But my goal today is get the stumps out of here and get those buried, and then pretty much take care of the land balance. And that way tomorrow I can dig in the footer for the wall and hopefully get the wall all set. And then that leaves the third day is going to be kind of finalizing, grading, putting down seed and straw, stuff like that. So that's the plan. It's pretty straightforward. So we're going to go jump in the hoe and start pulling some stumps. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, it's time to get rolling. Go up here and get into some stumps. I'll start with the big mamas up here, and that way, if I can get those, we're gravy. Problem is, this sucker's got a 3-foot bucket on it, which is not a good size for ripping out tree stumps. Oh my lord, this is going to be fun. Yeah, we got roots extending way out into the yard too. This is really going to be fun getting this guy out of here. I might be a little worried about this machine being able to do it. Time will tell. Boy, we may have to have Rick bring a stump grinder out. That is a mama stump. And it reaches way out here. Man. Look at the size of that baby. Woo! All right, everybody, we're close enough I can taste it. So we just cut some notches. There's 2 stumps here that are connected, and I just cut with the saw to try to get this one to break free because the whole thing's wiggling. I just can't quite get far enough under the big one to knock her loose. Oh, she might be coming. She might be coming. Woo! Boy, this just does not want to let go. I'm going to go to that other side. I'm going to try to pull from that side.
Okay. I guess if you drag it that way too, I can get the saw in.
Well, hang on a second, Ben. I might have the angle I need here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we got one down. And we've only been at it for, I don't know, an hour and a half-ish. Now let's see if we can get the other half. What's that? It's just wiggling on that tap root. I just gotta flex it enough that it finally gives way. And it's about to. Oops. Need a hard hat in the cab just for my cameras. Here she comes. Here she comes. If I had the next machine size up, it'd be out of the hole by now. I don't have enough weight on the ass end to keep me down. There it is. There it is, Ben. Try to knock some of the dirt off of it and lighten it up a little bit. So that was it. We were just wrapped up on that taproot and it just did not want to let go. But we got her finally. Well, I will say, I believe the hardest part of this job is now over. That was going to be the hard one, getting that big old sucker out of there. So that's cool. So I got one right there I got to take out, and I've got a couple little ones over here to take out, and then we should be good to start burying. I tell you, it is amazing how big some of the roots are coming off these guys. There's that guy. I'm trying not to smack the cab with the roots here. And I'm also trying not to damage their deck. You know, there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that going on. And like everything else on this machine, the freaking swing motor is underpowered. Any resistance on the swing and this thing just does not want to swing, which is also cool. I don't think he's going to want to split these. Alright guys, I'm going to flip the camera off. I'm going to finish getting these stumps out of here, and I will get you guys when I start digging the borrow pit. Alright guys, we are officially starting our borrow pit. I've stripped the decent material, or not decent material, I've stripped all the vegetation off the top so that hopefully we can get some decent material. Although we're starting with a bang with our first bucket being pure roots, which is always good. Fuck it, it is what it is. Alright, back at it. So we're going to dig a big old pit right here, and we're going to bury all our stumps right in the middle of the woods. That way they can be with all their friends. I talked about it in yesterday's video. This 57, it reminds me of a bobcat in the sense that it's jerky, but the jerkiness doesn't translate to actual functional speed. So like, we're full swing right now. I'm not doing any other functions, and it takes that long to swing 90 degrees. Back there in the woods, you can't see it. Probably another 70 yards out there is a channel to a lake. And so, all that to say, I would have thought this ground would be a lot wetter and a lot softer back here in the woods. But this is pretty decent clay. I was not expecting that. By the way, I apologize for the audio on this little segment. I did not get a chance to charge my microphone receiver last night, unfortunately. So it is in the car charging right now. So our next segment will have better audio. The next segment brought to you by battery power, something we've been lacking in the last couple of days. Alright guys, I'm going to keep digging this giant hole, and I will catch you guys at a later point, probably when I start balancing the yard. I think is when I will flip the camera on next. So we will catch you guys on the flippity flip. Well, I figured I'd let you guys see the fun of doing these under porch projects. So this is what I'm currently doing. Trying not to screw anything up, but also get under here and pull some of this extra material out. And it's always fun when you're working in super cramped quarters with a machine that doesn't want to perform the way you want it to. It's just a barrel of fun. So I'm going to try to make a little flat area here for myself. That way I'm not fighting the machine in 3 different directions as I back up there. And since I know all this has to come down a fair amount, we'll take some of this dirt to do it. The remainder of a tree root up there, I believe. Yep. That is unbelievable how fat those tree roots are and how far they go. We're going to spin this way so we don't destroy their deck. Always good for keeping customers happy. I'm not sure exactly where their sump line goes, so I'm digging a little slow. There's a sprinkler line. I'm confident they do not use their sprinklers at all. And if they do, they won't after this project. Just kidding, guys. They don't actually use their sprinklers. And just out of, in case you're curious why I'm starting under the porch instead of out here, I need to carry that grade over there over here, and so that's why I'm going to start at that end, carry my grade over, and that way I know exactly where I need to be, because I don't have a laser with me, which is fine because none of this needs to be laser accurate, but as long as I'm within 6 inches or so from one side of the house to the other, that's plenty good for what we're doing. But in order to do that, I need to start at my low side that we're keeping and then carry that grade over to the side that we're going to match. That way I'm not just totally guessing, and I don't want to dig under the porch twice. I'd prefer to do it once and be done. I think you guys can understand where I'm coming from on that one. I'm trying to fill that hole, just so you know what I'm doing. There was that hole where the taproot was for that tree. I wanted to fill that in. That's why I pushed all that up there. Now I'm going to pull it back out and make myself a level spot. And that will be my level spot. God dang it, I hate this machine. It is so freaking bouncy. I will pull some of this out here, but this will be my level pad that I use to kind of set myself up to make my pushes with my blade out that way to make my level pad. Now what does that go to? I don't know. Okay, it's all sprinkler stuff. We're good. We're good, everyone. When it comes to the air conditioner, I'm going to dig all the way around it, get it to grade, we will shift the AC unit over, and then I will pull that last remaining bit out, is the plan there. So bouncy. It is hard to grade accurately when you have a machine like this, and it makes for a frustrating day. And that sprinkler line is gonna irritate me. Okay, so now I should be able to spin myself around, get in that level spot, and start making pushes out this way. And I can make myself a little level pad from which to operate off of. And the really nice thing about this machine is this is a situation where I need to grade and look off the right side of the machine, and yet you have no visibility off of this right side. Like, that's probably one of the poorest design elements of this machine, is I have zero visibility of my blade over there on the right hand side. I gotta like get way up in my seat, and then I just get a peek. And that is really not good on a mini excavator, because you grade all the time in a mini. Alright guys, I'm gonna keep balancing. I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Alright everybody, end of day. I'll show you what we did. It looks like a disaster right now, but we're close, we're close. So here is the backyard. This is the corner that, as you can see, the slope just kind of came around the side. You can see the dirt level, so Ben's shoveling out from underneath the temporary air conditioner stand. But you can see the dirt level basically at the handle of his shovel up there. So we've stripped that much material out of this corner, and you can see how we chased it down the side of the house, all the way under the deck and everything. Everything right now is pitching probably, I don't know, if I had to guess, 2 to 3% towards the back of the house, and then very gently maybe a 1 or 2% grade back to that corner over there. So we've made a little bit of a yard. It looks really nice, but then I scrounged up all of the material to backfill the retaining wall with, so now it just looks like a disaster. But you can kind of see what's going to happen here, because I've stripped the organics off of where the footer is going to go for the retaining wall. So we're going to have a section of retaining wall that's going to come probably a little further than I've got it stripped, probably about where I'm standing here. And then it's going to wrap around and head back up there towards that back corner of the house. And then that's going to leave this area all nice and flat. And then this will kind of bleed out into the existing terrain, where they've got a little path that goes down there to the lake I was talking about earlier today. So that's what we've been up to all day. I've got something on my lens. I'm sorry about that. I'm not very professional, am I? Anyway, so that's it for today. We were going to dig in the pad for the hot tub, which is actually going to go right next to where Ben is right there. But the skid's coming tomorrow, and we actually have enough clearance now that I've stripped all that soil out from under the deck that we can get the skid in there to dust that off. It makes no sense to dig our pad for our hot tub to have the skid steer tear it all up. So we're going to do that first thing in the morning. We'll dust that off real quick. We'll go to town digging in our pad, and then we'll start working on our footers, and that's the plan for tomorrow. So yeah, I will I don't have any drone shots because there's not really any spot to stick a drone in the air, so it is what it is. We'll catch you guys on the next one.